Next witness is Thomas Adams. Mr. Adams is Executive Director of the American Coal Ash Association, located in Aurora, Colorado. The association is devoted to recycling materials created when coal is burned and generates electricity. Mr. Adams, you'll be recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We appreciate the opportunity to come and speak to you in the subcommittee today about this environmental success story that's under some threat right now. Our association has a diversity of membership from very large utilities to very small businesses. Many of our members, a great number of them, are small businesses, include entrepreneurs that are bringing marketing and technical and contracting services to the market, and also bringing innovation to the market that will increase the beneficial use of coal combustion products and expand them so that we're using more recycled materials and less virgin material, contributing to sustainability. Our production and use survey is conducted annually. For the last survey in year 2008, we determined 136 million tons of CCP were generated, which is the second largest waste stream in the country. Of that 136 million tons, 44%, or 60 million tons, were recycled. Only 10 years ago, that recycling rate was 30%. So in the 10 years, we've increased our recycling almost 50%. Not in small measure, including support from the EPA under its Coal Combustion Products Partnership, C2P2. It's curious to hear EPA testify that they support recycling, yet they've taken this program, which has gone a long way to expanding recycling, and suspended it and pulled down its website. So if EPA does, in fact, support recycling, they shouldn't be taking unilateral actions like that deprive people of information on how to safely recycle. We want to keep to the time limits here and get right to the point. The stigma is real. We're seeing the effects in the marketplace of this shadow of regulation already starting to cause people to turn away from using these materials that are considered to be beneficial even by EPA. When we take a look at the marketplace and we see that consumers have a choice between using a material which may be considered hazardous for some reason or choosing another product which doesn't have that stain or that stigma, the rational choice is to use the non-hazardous product. And that's where this stigma concern is coming from. So we know the stigma is real. The effects are not only from the use by specifying agencies, and you're going to hear from some of them very shortly, but also there are local governments and state governments that have prohibitions from using these materials beneficially if they're considered to be hazardous for any reason. Professional liability insurance may not be available for those designers who include these materials in their projects. And our small businesses are very concerned that venture capital is going to dry up, that the folks that provide that venture capital are not going to be willing to put their money into a product or a service that has a potential hazardous waste label stuck on it. In an effort to address these disposal problems, and we all know that there's a disposal problem as indicated here in the testimony today, the EPA has created a potential through that Subtitle C proposal to cripple, if not destroy, an industry that's heavily populated with small business which provides substantial environmental and economic benefit to society. We do know that there is a better way, and we'd like to suggest to you the better way is for Congress to provide Subtitle D national enforcement authority to EPA. EPA itself has said publicly that Subtitle D rules are appropriate, and now we'd like to see them have that tool so that we can get to that middle ground that you talked about, Mr. Chairman, where we can compromise, protect human health and the environment, and continue to promote recycling. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Adams. Our next witness is Lisa Cooper, who is the Senior Vice President and General Counsel of PMI Ash Technologies, headquartered in the great state of North Carolina.